There we are. I lost you for a minute. Hi everybody, Cindy Ellers here from Cindy's Stamping Studio located in the central part of the state. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. Not to be confused with yesterday, which was Monday, when I'm usually on. I took the day off, and I already had the card made, but I just took the day off. I just felt I needed to recharge, and I'm glad I did. Jim and I had a great time. We went fishing in the morning, and we did some things around the house, and then in the evening, we went to the cafe where Andy works, and so we surprised her there, and that was a lot of fun. It was good food, and she's a very good waitress. So while I wait for people to hop on, I'm going to go and get my Kindle set up. There I am. Yeah, we got one person on already. Make sure you say hi. If you have time, share my video with your friends, because when you share, then we all get to be new friends. And I love that. I'll get myself on my laptop just because I can't trust my Kindle. And the reason I can't trust my Kindle is because of internet connection. And it's okay. So anyway, I see I have two people on now, so make sure you say hi so I know who you are. We had a great day yesterday. The fishing wasn't so great, but it was a beautiful day. Today it clouded up, but there's no rain in the forecast, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. There we go. Hello, Pauline. Nice to see you. And there's Karen Halterman saying hello from Iowa. I think I was getting burnt out because I have been cutting cardstock like crazy. I had 80 cards to cut out for the Christmas card class and the kit class. Happy to say I am just about caught up. The only kit I have left to cut out is Karen's, and I'll work on that tomorrow, Karen. Not to worry. There's Jeannie Mullen. Nice to see you. So glad that I think you're the one that said you had to write yourself a note so you wouldn't forget, and I'm glad you didn't. Or was it Karen? I don't remember for sure. But anyway, it was fun last night. We went to the cafe where Andy works now as a waitress, and we surprised her. She looked up and she couldn't believe her eyes, and we had a nice meal, and she's a very good waitress. So of course, Grandpa left her a good tip. So it was fun. Okay, what we have going on tonight, I am going to showcase the stamp set More Than Autumn. I looked back over my stamp sets from last year because that's when More Than Autumn came out, and I never showcased it. So win-win. And I have a fun fold that isn't very hard. One of my stampers showed it to me, and okay. So let's see, what do I want to do? Oh, door prizes, yes. Yes, and that's exactly right, Karen. I deserved a day off. I needed to get out of this room, enjoy the sunshine. The lake we fish is beautiful. Unfortunately, it's been too warm. Will it ever be fall? I don't know. The leaves weren't turning. They weren't as pretty as they could be, but it was nice. And Karen wrote the note to remember. See? That's good. Okay. Wow, let's see. Let's have some door prizes. One for comments. I haven't seen her on yet, but she'll watch the replay. I have some pink sequins that I will give to Rita Jacoby. And Rita will be coming to my next week technique class, so I'll see you then. The other winner is Pauline. Pauline landed from Minnesota. I had that in my notes. So there's Denise from Colorado. So we have Rita Jacoby, Jacoby and Pauline Landuct. And I doubt I pronounced that right, but I'm sending you a door prize tomorrow. Let's see, I was going to say something. And of course, I forgot as fast. See, and that's what happens. You get older and you remember you're going to say something and it just flies away as fast as it entered your head. I don't get it. So, I have a couple of cards to share with you tonight. We have some things to talk about. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Technique class. My October technique class is coming next Wednesday already, October 8th. And we will be doing the eclipse technique, which I knew we had done before because after 14 years, what technique haven't we done? But the eclipse technique we did in 2017. And we did it with letters. And if you go on Pinterest, there's lots of these cards, but I'm doing something different, and that's with die-cut shapes. And the cards turned out wonderfully. I'm really happy with that. So let's say hi real quick to Sandra Oldham. Nice to see you, Sandra. And we're making that fancy fold tonight. So that's the card we'll be making. That's such a fun, that is really a fun fold. Okay, Kathy Sanford is in the house. Nice to see you. And Michelle Jones. I'm so happy to see all of you. I appreciate you all. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around because I have a couple of cards to share with you. So, there we go. You can see Jim's truck and how cloudy it is. I don't get that. But yesterday was beautiful. And I did need a day off. It was great. Whoops. There. Last week, as you know, we had our kit class and Christmas card class up at our Airbnb. And it was a lot of fun. The ladies loved it. And it was great. I liked it a lot. This first card I received in the mail came from an old stamper that used to join us, but she has since moved away to live with her son in northern Wisconsin by Duluth. And that's Mary Gorbett. Mary has limited stamping supplies, but she always makes such pretty cards. And she's in her 90s, and she wrote a lovely letter to me. She says hello to all, misses us all dearly, and she never made it down to Nilsville this year. You know, it's a 4 or 5 hour drive, so you know, I know it's hard. Okay, so I'm going to have to send her a card back, a fall card. This card I received from Linda Yakmastal. I believe Linda won a door prize, and she just sent me a thank you card to thank me for her happy mail. Not meal, mail. Okay, yikes. All right. I'm crooked. Maybe that'll help. So I got these 2 cards in the mail, which I love getting mail. I want to talk to you about 2 big things that are starting up with Stampin' Up tomorrow. You can join and be a Stampin' Up demonstrator for $35. You'll receive $125 of Stampin' Up product of your choice, plus free shipping, plus a free paper pumpkin. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, I don't want to be a demonstrator. You don't have to be. All you have to do is sign up, order your $125 worth of product, and, oh, it's even more crooked. do nothing else. You can just join for the discount, which is 20%, which more than, and since shipping is 11%, you know, it's cheaper. Or you can jump in feet first like I did 15 years ago and have your hobby pay for itself. You don't have to. If you have a family member that you stamp with, the two of you can go together. And I think it's a win-win. At the end of 3 months, if you do nothing, Stampin' Up drops you. They don't go and they don't get mad at you. They don't hold it against you. You're not penalized in any way. But wait, if you have a wish list that's more than $125, you can pay $48 and get $165 worth of Stampin' Up product. I mean, that's all starts tomorrow. And like, if you are going to go and place a $35 order with your demonstrator, you could go tomorrow and place your $35 order plus $125. The only thing to remember is you can't go over. It has to be as close to $125 as possible. So if this is something that might interest you, sign into the Stampin' Up website tomorrow and join. Like I said, no obligation. And if you're feeling really generous and you don't know who to pick for your demo coach, pick me. I need people. Oh, I always say that. Okay, we are not only using the More Than Autumn stamp set, which is a cool set from last year, but it's still current, and the matching dies that go with it, but we're also using the Cajun Craze and Gold dots. So I like that. Okay, I can put that over there. What we're using, let's see, get me organized. I just love this. You know, there's so many things you can do with it. So many Christmas things. Not Christmas, fall things. And I figured since fall is my favorite, that's this tonight. We are also using the Sunflower 3D embossing folder and the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. We're using both. Okay? And all fall colors, Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, Crushed Curry, and Early Espresso. That's the ink we're going to use. I don't know where I used Crushed Curry. I think that was a mistake. We're not using this one. Put that one right there. Yeah, we're using these three. Sorry about that. What else is new, right? I made this card on Sunday, so I probably don't even remember, but we'll still have some fun with it. Here's my packet. And like I said, Sandra went and emailed me, or messaged me rather, this beautiful card. It's a fancy fold. It's called a diagonal fold. And I've made diagonal folds before, and they're not easy to get things lined up. This one was easy. And the only problem I had was I made it upside down. But after making it upside down, I thought, you know what? I like it better this way. So we'll see how this one turns out. It may be upside down. It may not. Our card base, the main part of our card, is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and we scored it at 4 1/4. And you don't have to worry about copying it down or anything, because if you come back on Thursday, on my blog will be everything. Okay? I went and took I took a piece of pumpkin pie, ran it through my embossing machine with the Forever Plaid, and ended up with this. I like that. The original card did not have this in it, and I'm not sure why, but I like this because it really helps it stand up. Okay, so that will go on the card like so. Okay, we then have to have 3 pieces that are 4x4. One will be a piece of cardstock, and then 2 pieces of designer series paper. And then what you do is you just cut them from corner to corner. That easy. Like I said, it's never been that easy before. So the designer series paper I picked was Gathering Together. And then we have to have a piece of white. And then we have to have a piece of this one. And then the piece of Cajun Craze that I ran through the Sunflower 3D embossing folder. And then, like I said, I cut them from corner to corner. Well, what happens when you do that? You now have enough for 2 cards. How cool is that? So that's what I did. Now, well, of course, throw it on the floor. Now you have to have your cutter. Now my other cutter is already packed in my bag for class next week, so I didn't want to do that. And what we're going to do is go from this corner to that corner. Let me see if I'm doing that right. Cut each. Yep. We're cutting from this corner. We're not cutting, we're scoring. From this corner to this corner. Like that. Okay? Like so. This is an old cutter, but I feel you're never going to have too many. So now what we're going to do is fold this back just like this and burnish it. A nice crease. And so, okay, so this is what the card looks like. I mean, that's it. That's the card. Okay. So, first off, we have our pieces here. I'm going to put my sunflower embossed right there. And it's going to end up just like the other one, but that's what I wanted. This sunflower embossing folder has been, I've used it so many times. I really like it. Okay, we're gonna put this one right there. Just like so. And you could use another color if you wanted to, but just like my nails, I have a sunflower on it. We like that. Okay, so now on the inside, we're gonna put the white piece. Just like it's just a matter of filling in the pieces. And like I said, if you like this card, come back on Wednesday. I will have all of the measurements. But it's really easy. It's a 5.5 by 4 1/4 base. And then you have 4 4x4 squares. So that makes it pretty easy. Okay, we're going to put this one here. Like so. And this one. This one goes right here. Yep. The only problem that I had with having the class at the Airbnb last week, Wednesday, I forgot to take pictures. That's how burnt out I was getting. There's Kay Wire. Hello, nice to see you. And my cousin Sally Becker. Nice to see you also. Okay, so we got that. And now we put our last piece in. This is a great fold. It's so easy. I think I'll make this one again sometime, because it goes pretty fast. It'll be one that we for sure can make for technique class, but we're not this month. We'll do that in November. There. Just like so. And when it closes, like that. Okay. Oh, and now we're going to put this on our base. I liked it on the base because I think it goes and makes it more reinforced. The video that I watched did not do that. But I think it looks pretty good having it on a base like this. Like so. There, like so. Now, let's decorate it. We're going to use Nothing Better in Cajun Craze. Nothing better than, let me cover this up, and we're going to use crushed curry. Next, nothing better than, come on, you know the word, pho, because I like pho. I just wish it would cool down a little bit. I want to see the trees. And then we're going to get the pumpkin pie out and stamp a pumpkin. Oh, or stamp that right there. And that's almost it. Not quite. One more thing to do. We're going to get out the Cajun Craze and gold dots. And you have to open them up all the way so you can see what you got, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. I'm going to use a smaller one and put that right here, and a bigger one and put that right there. That is our card. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It turned out so nice. And you know, there still would be a room for you to write something here if you wanted to, or even right here, because when you close it, it's going to cover it up. And it fits in our card, in our envelopes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be upside down, you know, but I like it better this way. So yeah, there's our card for tonight. Don't forget about the special, the Stampin' Up joining special, starting tomorrow. $125 worth of product for only $35, or $165 worth of product for $48. This is win-win. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I bet you I know the answer. So yeah, here's our card. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. I'll be sitting in my room probably cutting cardstock, but I am planning to get out on Saturday for a stamping event in Nelsville. And I don't know what else I'm going to do. Maybe if it cools down, I can go bow hunting. That would make me happy. So, okay, everybody, have a great rest of the week. We got done really early tonight because this is such a super simple fancy fold. So, yeah. Oh, and here's how it stands up. There, just like that. That's an easy one. You know, you don't have to worry about it falling over. So, okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of the week. Take care.